For this lesson, we're gonna be looking at patterns, sequences, and series. So we've learned a lot about them over the years, and we know how to calculate for them. We know general formulas. We also know what terms are, how to find terms, and also how to predict sequences. Remember that we said we use number patterns and we use sequences in our daily lives without even realizing that we are. So in this lesson, we're going to look a little bit into sequences, but to understand the concept of sequences, we need to understand what is it. So a sequence is an ordered list of terms. So we can look at a sequence as having the following. You can have your term 1, followed by a term 2, followed by a term 3, and this will continue until your term n, and that's your unknown number of terms. So you could calculate that for terms up to 100 or terms up to 1000. And in order to do that, you would need a general formula. So if I was given the following general formula, so say I had Tn is equal to 3n plus 1. How do I convert that general formula into a series or a sequence? So how do I get a sequence from a formula? So if we learned anything from algebra, we know we need to substitute. And remember, we substituted n value because we use number patterns, the letter n, to denote all our terms or positions. So let's start by substituting term 1. So I'll have Tn is equal to 3 into 1 plus 1, which is equal to 3 times 1, which is 3, plus 1, which is 4. If I needed to get the second term, I will have Tn equal to 3 into 2 plus 1. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. The next term will be Tn equal to 3 into 3 plus 1. That gives me 9 plus 1, which is 10. Let's just do one more. So let's do the fourth term as well. Tn is equal to 3 into 4 plus 1. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 1 is 13. Now I've got all the terms. I know which is my first, second, third, and the fourth term. So what can I say? I've now established what my sequence is going to look like, or my number pattern. So my first term is going to be 4, followed by 7, then 10, then 13, and we can calculate all the way to term Tn. So we've created that sequence, and that's the most important thing. How do we get from a general formula to the sequence? How do we get those terms? We get those terms by substituting. So that's a little look into the general formula and substitution. And in the next lessons, we're going to focus on the patterns and the sequences and the series and see how the different formulas we've learned over the years comes into play into these lessons for grade 12.